What's up YouTube, we post here, and today it's Victor bringing you guys another battle for our original series, and this was a pretty good one against Invictus, and he said he wants to start his own YouTube channel pretty soon. So once he gets that up, I'll put the link in the description of this battle. Now, from the last one, the only suggestion I really took was this autonomizing Steelix, and though I didn't really get to use it in this battle, I kind of like the idea, and Steelix gets sheer force, so that can potentially pair well with Crunch and Iron Head. So maybe if you get two autonomizers up there, it could be good, because Steelix really needs +4 to actually do anything, because it's just so slow. Even if you do one autonomizer, it's only gonna have 300 speed, and many Scarfers outspeed that. So yeah, the rest of my team, I got some pretty cool Pokemon. I have a Cherim there, which I didn't really get to use this match, but it actually does some work in other ones. It's really good against rain teams if I gain a light screen up with my Reuniclus, which is a double screener, so that's nice. And then I have a standard Choice Scarf Magnezone, and I have a Choice Scarf Kingler, which I just put on because I like Kingler. And Cherim's good if I have against rain teams, because you have the sunny day, and then you can just solar beam all those water Pokemon. Though you don't really have 6 water Pokemon on a rain team, but still, sunny day is kind of a surprise for people. Though, what else would you put on a Cherim? Anyways, I see my opponent's team. I see the Fortress, so I'm like, yes, I can lead over with Magnezone pretty easily and kill it with HP Fire. Maybe he'll get us some hazards up there. But let's get on with the battle, shall we? So I'm gonna lead off with my Magnezone, as I said before. I'm gonna go for HP Fire, and I was just thinking, well, he's probably gonna set up one layer of hazards, whatever, and go up. But he actually goes for the Volt Switch. I'm like, oh yeah, those things get Volt Switch, so that's good. I see the Conkeldurr coming in here, so I'm just gonna go into my Arbok and get Intimidate on him, which is nice. And I see him going for the bulk up, so I'm saying, okay, I'll go for a coil of my own, so that should kind of like negate everything. But he's got an Ice Punch, and that freezes me, though it doesn't really matter. I'm going to switch out here because I don't want to take a Psychic from this Reuniclus, and he's going to go for a Trick Room, which actually really messes up my team, because my team is kind of based on being speedy, which is ironic because my team is actually really slow. But it's supposed to be speedy, and he goes for the Hidden Power, which I didn't really know what it was, because neutral, so I just like, well, might as well switch into Cherim and maybe do something, because I do have the light screen up. But he actually goes for the Hidden Power, and it's Hidden Power Fire, which really surprised me. So I go into Steelix and go for a Crunch, see how much it'll do. It actually does a decent chunk, but I can't take another. I can't stay in, take another Hidden Power Fire, so I have to go into Arbok and get the Hidden Power on me so I can thaw out, which is awesome. I'm just going to go for Poison Jab here, because I outspeed since the Trick Room wears off this turn, and that Reuniclus was gone, which is really big for me. And he says later in the at the end of the battle that he sacked his Reuniclus early, which I agree with that, because if he got a chance to set up another Trick Room, it really would have wrecked my team. I go into my Reuniclus here to take the Scald or status or whatever. He goes for the Taunt as I go for Light Screen, which is actually a misclick, because you can see my Light Screen is still up here. I go into my Magnezone right now, so he goes for another Scald, and now my Light Screen wears off. I'm going for the Volt Switch because I want to see how much it does, and it actually does under half, which is actually really disappointing, because I was just hoping for a 2-8 KO with the Will-O-Wisp, which would have been better. I go into Steelix mostly just to sack it, and he actually ends up missing the Will-O-Wisp, which is kind of unlucky for him, but maybe it made up for the freeze. Not really too sure, because the freeze didn't actually matter too much. He goes for the Scald and gets the burn on my Magnezone, which is nice for him. Might have made up for the miss with the Will-O-Wisp, and he comments Justice. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch here just because I don't want to take any more damage with Thing, and also it's win-win for me, either super effective damage or Switch Initiative. And I go into Kingler, and I really thought this Crab Hammer would take KO, because even though Conkeldurr is pretty bulky, I do have 130 base attack, which is just monstrous. And I've managed to do quite a bit of damage to Kingler on a few instances, though this today is not the case. I go back into Arbok to get to Intimidate on him, and now he goes into his Mad Jelly, and I switch back into my Reuniclus because I really don't want to take a burn from the Will-O-Wisp. And this Will-O-Wisp doesn't matter to Reuniclus because Reuniclus has got the Magic Art. I predict the Taunt, so I go for a Psychic just to see how much it will do, because we do have base 125 special attack here. And it actually doesn't do that much either, so yeah, it's definitely especially defensive Reuniclus. He's going to go for Recover as I go into my Steelix, take this time to go into it. I did max speed, so I know I can outspeed him. And go for a Crunch, and actually does really nice, 80%, so Steelix, props to you. With the Life Orb, Sheer Force, Sheer Force Life Orb is always nice. I'm going to go Magnezone because Magnezone's always win-win when you want to use it. I'm going for the Volt Switch. Choice Scarf Magnezone is really nice to use. I'm actually really enjoying it, better than Kingler. Going to Kingler because I actually thought I could take him out this turn, but base 100 defense on a Scizor, that's nothing to laugh at. Scissor's actually really bulky. If you saw that 600 special with me and George, you can just see how bulky it is. I go into Magnezone again because he's just sacking his Fortress right now, and I'm just gonna get a Volt Switch off here because once again, win-win situation. And this time I go into my Uniclus because I know I want to set up a screen, because the only way I'm going to win this match is if I get the opportunity set up with Arbok. I go for the Reflect. I can take one Outrage, and I go into my Arbok to get the attack drop. And now Outrage still does quite a bit, and this is one of the times where I wish my opponent had 3-turn Outrage, but it actually only gets 2. And if he had a 3-turn, I could have had a chance to set up maybe 2 coils, which would have been a lot nicer than just 1. I go for the first coil, and I know I can outspeed this Jellicent, and he switches into Scizor to predict the Poison Jab, which I do go for. I used to have Venoshock on this thing when I had a Fortress on this team, because I figured Toxic everything with the Toxic Spikes, and then Venoshock for double damage, but it just wasn't that reliable, and so I switched it and put Poison Jab. I go for Earthquake because I can actually outspeed that thing, which is just wow. Because funny, Arbok outspeeding all of my opponent's team barring the Salamence. That's pretty hilarious. He's gonna go into Jellicent. I'm gonna Poison Jab. It actually doesn't take him out, and he's gonna go for the taunt. He went for the taunt because he said that he didn't want me to go for another coil, but to be honest, I probably wouldn't have gone for another coil anyways. Just because I only need 1, and I would 2-hit KO the Salamence either way. But now I can only go for Sucker Punch. I really would have liked to go for the Poison Jab, but because it was disabled through the Cursed Body, that was probably the play of the game there, because he's a Scarf Moximents, and he's just going to be able to sweep the rest of my team with Reuniclus, and then my Magnezone being Scarfed, it's only base 60, so he's not going to outspeed it. So that Cursed Body really helped him, I have to say, because if not for the Cursed Body, it would have taken one Earthquake and gone for the Poison Jab, and then I can go for a Sucker Punch and probably take him out. Not sure, might have to do some damage calcs on that one. I max attack Adamant, and he's probably just the standard Scarfed Salamence. So if you guys want to do damage calc, that's perfectly fine. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Either way, that was a pretty good battle. It's pretty narrowed down to the wire. If you guys want to check out his channel, feel free to do so. I'll put a link in the description once it's up. And yeah, also, just because I know not everyone watches all the videos, I'm just going to remind everyone again how the battle situation is going to work for our videos now. For standard battles, you guys can leave the way it's going to work is you leave a team for me to use that you feel that you want me to use by sending me a PM and commenting that you did, so I know that you sent me the team. And then every week we'll choose one team for the standard battle, and that person who sent the team will get the shout out because I have to say whose team it is. And then for original battles, it's you give me a Pokemon and with the original set, such as this Autonomizing Steelix, though sadly I did not get to use it that much this battle, and you just leave that one Pokemon set in the comment section below. Or if you want to send a whole team, that's good too. Just send the PM and clarify that it's for original series, not standard. And that's how it's going to work now. So if you guys enjoyed this battle, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.